Jenny Carlson. The Big 12 tournaments are around the corner, and we think we've got figured out who's going to win.
And I'm John Rohde with the Oklahoman from the News OK studios. Welcome to Press Row. Jenny, we had two convincing champions, Kansas in the men, Nebraska in the women. Is it standard operating procedure for those two, or are some teams on their heels?
Well, I do think Kansas. I think being in Kansas City is going to be a huge advantage to Kansas, and probably Missouri and Kansas State to some degree as well. I think Kansas is playing pretty well right now. I like the Jayhawks' chances to win the men's tournament. In the women's tournament, I think Nebraska, even though awfully convincing, I think it's going to be interesting. I think Oklahoma showed yesterday when they shoot well, they can play well. Texas A&M, I wouldn't be surprised to see one of them do some damage, but I'm going to go with the regular season champs as the conference tournament champs as well.
You're going to play the money ball, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Well, Kansas, as you said, they're going to be, 40 miles from home. But they got scared quite a few times, as did the Nebraska women. Jenny, the Nebraska women are a really good team. I don't think they're as good as the unbeaten OU team in conference play from a few years ago, and OU was right with them too. On the men's side, Baylor's playing outstanding, and they're playing for a higher seed. I believe the Kansas men are a one seed no matter what happens. Could be the same for the Nebraska women. On the women's side, OU was, as you know, you were there. If they shoot like that, they can beat anybody.
Yeah,
they can be playing for about 3 more weeks.
Don't tell me that. I'm going to be covering them and working that long. No, I think you're right. I think there are some potential spoilers out there for these regular season champs to continue as tournament champs. But to me, the thing that those two teams will have to guard most against is just the letdown. Just the knowing that they're in great shape. I think both Kansas in the men and Nebraska in the women's NCAA tournaments are one seeds. I mean, I think unless they lose a first round game, which I don't see either of them doing, I think they are first. I think they're number 1 seeds in the NCAA tournament, which to me, then you have to guard against letdown. Are these teams going to get to the point where they're like, all right, we got this under control. We don't have to worry about winning a conference championship. I think if that doesn't happen, I think they both win. But I tell you, there are some great challengers out there.
All
as
right,
well.
for continuing coverage of the Big 12 tournament, look every day in newsok.com and in the Daily Oklahoma.